And for that we want to go south twice and meet an area that you usually find in a desert, especially one in a video game. Here we find an oasis. And yes, there's indeed something we can do here. We're not going here for nothing. First of all, there's a heal block over here. Always nice to have that, I guess. But there's a different kind of block here, and that one is a bit more important for now. This is a new type of block we're going to meet. We did hear the name of it once already, but this is actually a super block. With this, we can upgrade one of our party members. The member you upgrade will gain more attack power. The party member will also master a new ability. Which party member do you want to upgrade? Yeah, that's a good one. One super block means one upgrade. But I think Paracarry, because of him being the most recent partner, is actually the best bet. And don't worry, we'll be meeting up with more super blocks later, so... We can also upgrade other party members in this very chapter. Paracarry is now upgraded to super rank, and therefore becomes the strongest member in our party. Alright, next thing in this place, you can also check these trees. They will actually drop lemons. Or at least this tree will drop a lemon. The other tree will actually drop something else. So goodbye fright jar. And let's check the other one. And that one is going to contain a lime. A lemon and a lime. Who would have guessed? Let's toss the thunderbolt. I'm not going to use it anyway. And that's actually all we can get over here. And by the way, also don't forget to actually bring along this fruit. It is going to be required for the story as well. We'll get a hint later on that we can actually get them over here. But just remember, we do need them for the story later on. We are not just going here for the super block. Now, let's go do a battle quickly. So we can actually see Paracarry's improved power. Yeah, which shows over here. No longer 2 attack power with an action command, but now it is 3. See if I'm able to get the action commands. Yeah. Now also seeing the damage dodge into action for the first time. We know these guys actually do 2 damage, but because of my damage dodge, I'm able to reduce the damage to 0 fully. Which is definitely nice. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting good at this now. Okay, time to finish you guys off. We are done here. It's time for us to continue with the story. Need to go check out... Oh. Still miss 1 action command. But we need to check out Dry Dry Outpost. Which is going to be the town here in chapter 2. Similar to Koopa Village in chapter 1. Chapter 2 actually also has a main hub, you might say. And the desert town is going to be the place where we need to continue. We are looking for Dry Dry Ruins. We know the Star Spirit is being held there by the next Bowser Lecky called Tooten Koopa. Which sounds very scary. Time for us to head in. Let's see what we can all find in here. See if we can solve the mystery of this place. Looks like an awesome, quiet little desert town. So far, not really anything you wouldn't expect of a place like this. Looks kind of predictable. Welcome, travelers. You must have had a long, hot journey to get here. Welcome to Dry Dry Outpost. Moustafa is the leader of this entire town, so you'd better keep that in mind. Although you probably won't ever see him. Moustafa. Apparently the guy in charge here, so that's going to be the guy we need to find. Let's see if we can get ourselves a clue on where he might be. Oh, hello. Yeah, I don't have to say that actually looked very suspicious, right? I think we're going to want to chase after that guy that just came from the store. The game did not play a cutscene for nothing after all. Hey, there's something on the wall over here that we can actually read. Stone cactus in the desert. Twice south, once east you go. Directions. Give up to the twister, where blue cacti grow. On the mesa, the power of the dervish you'll know. Yeah, this is pretty obvious, right? This is how you actually are supposed to know about the twister. Remember that badge we actually got on top of the mesa? This is the game's indication that is indeed there. Next little secret in this town is this little alleyway over here. It's pretty obvious we can go back here. And if we do, we can actually find ourselves a secret shop. Hello, welcome, how are you? Feeling jolly? Feeling blue? I'm Merly, you see, that's me, a cuter gal you'll never see. I do magic, but not for free. Your luck has steered you well, for I am a master of the spell. When my spell upon you glows, you might get lucky, but who knows? You dare to take a chance? You want to watch my cards dance? I do love how you're rhyming all the time. Oh, how lovely. Very good. Just pick one now, if you would. I'd pay as much as I could. Yeah, in case you're wondering about this fake description, this is actually a spell you can equip, and if you do, you can actually get lucky moments during battling. And the more you pay, the higher the chance you will actually get lucky, you might say. You can choose between 5 coins and 50 coins, there's 3 courses we can actually go. If we select this spell, we will occasionally get lucky moments in battle, which can actually translate as double attack power, occasional double defense, a double coin payout, or even double star points after a battle. Stuff like that. Well, we're ready. Tally-ho! And here we go. Yay, we're a paper card game now. I think you'll find this power might get your foes to cower. It'll light your darkest hour. More rhyming. Even should you meet a beast, do not fear, not in the least. My spell makes a famine feast. See you then, please come again. Goodbye, my friend. Yeah, and seeing her again is indeed something you might do, because, of course, the spell is not going to last forever. Oh, hey, Chew again. Huh. Looks like this is the guy he was talking to. Looks mysterious. Someone who gives things is nice. Yes, very nice. Nice guys get told nice stuff. I think that's an indication that we need to give this guy something. And this is where things actually get pretty tricky in the game. In order to continue the story, we need to give this guy the correct item, so he will actually give us a hint. We can actually give him pretty much everything, but there's only one thing that will actually progress the story, where he will actually tell what we need to do in this town. It is going to be one of the items we can actually find in the Oasis, obviously. And I'm pretty sure there's no real way to know this other than Merlin actually telling you in Toad Town, if you actually choose to pay for his advice. He will of course say it at this point in the game, if you're stuck in the story. Other than that, I'm pretty sure there's no indication to know we need to give this guy a lemon. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no way to know this otherwise. Oh, heavenly, a lemon, the nicest of nice things. You have proven you're nice by giving me my favorite thing. And since you're so nice, yes, I'll tell you something really nice. Alright, as you can see, there's multiple things you can actually talk to this guy about. Talking about the Dry Dry Desert or his favorite food is of course going to be completely useless. Getting to the ruins is also something he's not going to tell about. However, we can actually select the option how to see Moustafa. And that is what we want to do. To find Mr. Moustafa, go to the shop in this town. First, buy a dried shroom, then buy a dusty hammer. You must buy them in the correct order, yes? Remember, dried shroom first, and then dusty hammer. This is a secret sign known to those loyal to Moustafa. If you buy these things in the correct order, the owner of the shop will let you see Mr. Moustafa. Remember, you must not buy them in the incorrect order. Yeah, that I know by now. If you still seek knowledge, you must give me something more, yes? You understand? No, this is enough. Well, goodbye. I wish you luck in finding Mr. Moustafa, nice guy. Let's try to remember that order. He was pretty clear on not doing it in the incorrect order. Let's make some room. The lime was apparently not necessary, but we do need to buy 2 items in order to get this guy to tell us where Mr. Moustafa is. And that guy actually ran back into the store. Alright, Mr. Shopkeeper. Apparently, you know a secret that I want to know. So, it is time for us to actually listen to the mysterious man. First, we're buying a dried shroom. It's going to be 2 coins, but I don't care. These coins we actually have to spend in order to progress the story. And then a dusty hammer as our second item. What? Oh? Buying a dusty hammer after a dried shroom? It's a secret sign that only friends of Mr. Moustafa know. That means you're in with Moustafa. And why is Paracarry in hyperactive mode right now? Look at him turning. Hey, brother. Good to meet you. Have any questions you need answered? Yeah, why is Paracarry in a rush all of a sudden? Oh, you want to see Mr. Moustafa? He's usually up on the highest part of Dry Dry Outpost. Just keep on going up, my man. And that is all. Okay. Well, there's nothing else we need to buy here, but just remember, you can always use the stores in this game to get yourself a couple of items. All the items that are on display are usually the only ones they have. But you can also sell items over here that you don't want to use anymore, and you actually want to get some coins out of them. But you can also store items and stuff like that, in case you want to ditch an item but don't completely want to lose it. Those are also options in the store. But anyway, time for us to actually see if we're able to go up in this town. We need to keep on going up. And that we do by going back all the way to the right of this town. And find out that our mysterious little friend over here is now gone. But we do have access to the door. And yes, that is our way up here. Come on, Paracarry, you can fly. Don't be such an idiot. Speaking of Paracarry being an idiot, there's another letter up here, by the way. First, we're gonna go to the highest part of town. Here, we find a mysterious door. And behind it is our mysterious man. It is time for us to find out who you really are, sir. Hey, nice guy. We meet again. I'm glad you found me. Gasp. I am Moustafa. I am the one you've been seeking all this time. When I'm out and about in Dry Dry Outpost, I use the name Sheik. It is always good to meet a genuinely nice guy. I meet people all the time, but you are by far the nicest guy I've met so far. Your name is Mario, yes? I heard that you want to go to Dry Dry Ruins. I have a feeling that you're on an important journey, so I will tell you the secret. Dry Dry Ruins is a very important place. My ancestors have watched it for many generations. If I do not keep the evil folk out of the ruins, who will? You must promise me that you will tell no one this secret. Okay. I will give you this. A pole stone. The closer we get to Dry Dry Ruins, the faster it flashes. This pole stone is the key to finding Dry Dry Ruins. Take it to the desert, yes? The pole stone will flash above your head as you get close to the ruins. The closer you get to the ruins, the faster the pole stone will flash. Follow where it leads you. Find the place where the pole stone flashes the fastest and use it to open the way. Okay, that sounds familiar. That is something we've seen more often in video games. Or have seen in movies and such. That way we're able to pinpoint the exact location of Dry Dry Ruins. And we also know the exact location of Quizmo, here in this town. So, if you don't mind, it's time for another star piece. This guy appears very randomly, so every single time we meet him, I'm immediately going to cash in on another question. Because don't forget, all of these questions are going to be giving you star pieces. In order to get 100%, we also need to do all of these. Time for the next quiz. Question. Which of Mario's battle commands is on the far left? Item is close to the left, but the furthest to the left is strategies. Correct. Congratulations yet again for another star piece. 5 questions so far. At least 55 to go. Yeah, I'm not doing very well so far with this guy. I'll promise to actually grind for this guy later, but for now it's story time. Even though it's also letter delivery time. Before moving into the desert more deeply, it's time for us to actually check out our Nomadi mouse that we met on the pathway over here. The pole stone is also activating by this point. So we are already getting closer, as you can see. But first we're going to be a mailman for this guy. Okay, let's go see what he has for us. A letter to me? From Moustafa? I've heard the name, but I can't remember who he is. Anyway, thank you for delivering it. I'm surprised you found me way out here. It's extremely hot traveling in the desert, so take care. Oh yeah, take this as my thanks. Don't hesitate, please take it. Star piece. Now, that is usually what you get for delivering letters, but not always. Just remember that. But it is a very good source of scoring star pieces. And now it's time for us to actually move on to Dungeon 2 in this game. After the Cooper Brothers Fortress, it's now time for us to find the mysterious Dry Dry Ruins. Apparently Moustafa is some sort of guardian for it. Trying to keep evil folk out of it, you might say. But right now, evil folk has still made its way in there. Bowser's lackey is currently controlling the place. Keeping a star spirit there. But we are going to find it. Follow our pole stone, which is going to flash quicker and quicker the more we go to the far north of the desert, because that is indeed where you need to start looking. And then it's time for us to head west and wait for the moment that the pole stone will completely freak out. It's happening right here. It will lead us to a pedestal in a furthermore empty screen, just containing a lot of sand. Let's go place the pole stone and reveal this game's second dungeon. Here comes the Lost Temple. No, Colorado panic mode. I even feel it all the way in Dry Dry Outpost. But only Moustafa himself knows what is going on. The Dry Dry Ruins have been revealed. Even complete with the staircase to enter it. So, are we ready to go in and face Bowser's second handyman? This one sounding a lot more intimidating than those silly Cooper brothers did. Black rule! I am the huge, scary Teuton Koopa, remorseless king of the desert. Who dares set foot in this, my palace of the sands? Speak and be known. Be gone from this place, now, or disaster will befall you. Like I said, a lot more intimidating than the Cooper brothers. But we are still not scared. We're still going in. Oh, and we're facing a new type of Pokey. The coffins open up to reveal a poisonous Pokey. These Pokey mummies are a bit more powerful than the regular ones we faced in the desert. And they also have the ability to poison us, so be careful. This is the first enemy in the game that is going to use poison as a weapon. Be careful not to get poisoned by these guys. So make sure you block all of their attacks. Obviously, the moment we get poisoned, it will do the same as it does in pretty much every RPG. You will slowly take damage. Every single turn, the moment your turn begins, you will take 1 point of damage. That is what poison status actually does in this game. But in this first battle, we were not poisoned, and we win. Oh, and it's also going to be the first time our spell kicks in. In this case, it will increase the number of coins. Double the amount of coins will actually pop out of the enemy. So, that's pretty much what the spell will do, as you can see. Next enemy. Right, well, this guy taken care of. We can actually see this coffin will contain more than just a Pokey mummy. This coffin will actually give us a nice little reward, which is going to be very handy in a place like this, a Spike Shield badge, which will allow Mario to jump on spiked enemies without taking damage. And since the Pokies are spiked enemies, definitely handy to use in a place like this. And now at the end of the room, we meet a split pathway, but the upper pathway is not really an option to go to, it requires a key. So we are forced down. And wouldn't you know it, down here is the key. You can also see a bit of sand coming through the ceiling over here. It might be an indication of what is going on in the room above it. We shall see it right away. Yeah, there's indeed a lot of sand in this room. Press the switch. It's the only thing we can do, so might as well. And yeah, now we can see why there was a little hole in the ceiling. The sand in this room indeed needs to flow into the bottom room. So, let's go down again. Because now we have a pathway to move to the right. Fool! You have ignored my warning, haven't you? You fool! You will fall to my legions and become a mummy of the sands. Oh, that sounds pretty fun, actually, becoming a mummy of the sands. What do we have over here? A key on a platform we cannot reach. But once again, check out the sand in the ceiling, so we know what we need to do. Time for us to move on to the next new enemy in this place. Buzzy Beetle. Nothing new for Mario. You've seen this guy in other games already, so... we know what the Buzzy Beetle is. But here in Paper Mario, they will function as shelled enemies, similar to a Koopa Troopa, you might say. So, flip them over. Their defense will drop to 0. And we can actually take them on. They are a bit more powerful than Koopa Troopas, in the sense that they will immediately get up the moment it is their turn, as you can see. Unlike Koopa Troopas, who needed to skip a turn before they were able to get up again. Buzzy Beetles will do that immediately, so be careful whenever taking them on. Next we need to fly to the platform over here. Switch to Bombette. And kaboom! Another one of these switches. We need the sand from this room in order to get the key in the room below. That's pretty obvious. And this room will actually also leave a star piece for us. Hidden in the sand. Also, remember to pick that up. Ruins key number 2. Let's see if we can actually find a place where we can use it. Down here, I guess. Hello, Mr. Buzzy Beetle. Boom. Oh, nice. Increasing attack power. Watch this. 2, 4, 6 damage, man. I was even already able to damage this guy the moment he was still up on his feet. And Buzzy Beetles actually have 2 defense the moment they're still up on their feet. That was in the wrong command. This way it works, I guess. That was awesome to see. Our spell already working nicely. Now we need to go to the left. Because, yeah, this is indeed where the locked door is. And let's go even deeper into the Dry Dry ruins.